What's good, y'all? Hope everybody's living well and staying blessed. It's your boy, Markus B. As always, I'm joined by the one and only Mr. Evan Simmons and new guy, Chris. This is episode 109 of Holla at Me with yours truly. And it's another wedding episode, folks. Praise up. Your boy, Evan, was the best man for one of his best friend's weddings this weekend. So we talked about it, everything about their wedding, him giving a super heartfelt speech that made everybody cry. And then, of course, I give my opinions on weddings and how it's supposed to be. If you like what we're doing out here, make sure you like, follow, share, and subscribe. Go rate us too on iTunes. I don't really know how to do that. Do you guys know how to do that?
You can do it all now.
You can all right, cool, man. Just rate us. Help people get out there, man. We're at like 2-something, 212, 211. I don't know. Help your boys out. Get us to as many people as possible if you like what we're doing right here. If you need any vitamins, supplements, anything in the workout game, make sure you go to Redcon1. Use promo code T20MarcusB under tier operator before checkout. You get an extra discount as well as helping your boys out here at the podcast. Anyways, the homie's name is Nems. He's from New York City. He was just on Chris Stefano's podcast. Dude's funny as hell.
Byron. I got obsessed with that.
Hey, yo.
I got obsessed with that. What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving? Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron. Who? Byron. God.
Anyways.
Makes me want to move to New York. Kidding, I don't.
I listened to all these damn New York comedians, and there's something about it.
New York sounds like it sounds awful to me. It sounds like fun for like 2 months, and then after that, I'd be like, no more. I'm tired. It's like living in Vegas for like 2 months.
Nah, it's not like
okay. It's like living in Vegas for 2 weeks.
No. Vegas is so much worse, dog.
2 days.
Because you're encouraged to do.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you walk outside, it's just like
New York, you're
this is what we
encouraged to
do.
fight.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So like my go-to is the para arriba, para abajo, para centro, para entro, which loosely translates to. I was like loosely describes. I was like that's not right.
No.
Loosely translates to the heavens, to the earth, to each other. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's always a good one. All that to say, you were best man this weekend.
Yeah.
Did you ever do a toast, a speech? Or
I did.
Anything? How did that go? Which direction did you go with it?
So let's talk about it. My comedic tone might give you some insights as to how it went.
I'm gonna go with. Just out the gate. Before we talk about it,
I'm gonna give you the real. Wait, what?
Before we talk about it, were you nervous going into it?
Oh yeah. I mean, this is like one of my best friends. Like two of my best friends. I mean, I lived with them for 2 years, and super excited to see them get married. And here's the way I operate. Okay, operate. here's the way I operate. I don't do anything until I have to. I
believe that's called procrastination, bud.
Correct. This is how I operated through all of college, all of high school, all of my life. It's like, I got to do this thing. All right, go ahead and do it now. And it always takes me like a couple minutes. I always end up doing okay on it. And I didn't write the speech.
Ballsy move.
Just didn't write the speech. I had an idea. It was like a week and a half ago. This is an idea I've always had about them, about Kaylee and Jacob, but I hadn't really put it into to words like on a computer or anything like that. So I was like, all right, cool. We're doing a little cocktail hour
Yeah.
bar it open, so you're like, oh, here we go, you know.
So for me, I need you to kind of run me down on like the highlights of the wedding. Okay. So
hold on, let me get through the speech first.
No. You need to set me the tone. You need to set the tone for me. All right.
Okay.
Indoor, outdoor reception. Excuse me. Service.
Everything's indoor.
Indoor.
There's a separate
Church or just the indoor space?
It was cool. There was like a separate. I think it was like a villa. There was like a separate church on the side, like a separate like little like church on the side.
Yeah.
So you super nice place. Like loved going to it. It was didn't know where the wedding was because I opened up the invitation and was just like, yeah, I'll be there. Like, they know I'm going to be there. Like why
Guaranteed.
Why
What
do
are we
all
talking
this?
about?
But I open up the invitation, or I go there and stuff like that. It's super nice. We're upstairs in this room. I've never been on that side of a wedding where you like a part of the wedding party. So I was like, oh, this is weird. We're like sitting in the like a room, and we're doing the typical like me and my buddy Alan were playing foosball. And like
Chilling in the green room.
Yeah, but playing foosball. I got the I had to get the TV going because apparently no one else can run a TV. So they were like, Evan.
That feels pretty accurate.
I'm like, can no one else do this? Like, is everyone
a little slow?
Yeah.
Power button. You hit the power button.
Right, like
TV comes on.
Well, the remote wasn't working, so everyone was like, Evan, how does it work? And I was just like, guys, it's a TV. There's always a button. I like moved it to the side. I was like, Bear, power button. Like, like it's not that hard. It's a TV.
No, mad difficult. I understand. Okay. So we're chilling in the green room. It's church indoors.
Yeah, super cool.
Was it a religious service or was it just in a church?
Yes. It wasn't like a religious service. Like there wasn't like a homily or anything like that. Like,
yeah, just like who was officiating?
Jacob's, I think, family pastor or something like that. Or,
based in religion, not necessarily religious.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So then you said cocktail hour.
Yeah. So yeah. The wedding goes beautiful and stuff like that. I got some pics. I'm gonna finally change my Facebook profile picture.
Oh boy, about time.
I look better from 2017.
I would hope so. How long is the service?
Short of like 27 minutes, 30 minutes. Yeah, really fast ceremony. There's always that waiting time where I don't know. I need to talk to couples that have gotten married. Be like, what's happening between the service and the seating for dinner? What's happening?
Photos.
Something. Well, yeah, photos, but like they were done with photos for a while.
And they got to go send the document.
Photos, document. Some of them do a private meal.
Yeah. All right, you guys gonna have to bleep that, but yeah. that too. But yeah, you the meal is actually probably a big part.
I guess you have to do
because once you come inside, you'll sit down, and then if you're doing plates, like everybody's gonna come up to you.
Which I'll get to the meal in a
okay. So that's why you're talking to Mr. Wedding over here. You gotta have the separate cocktail hour with hors d'oeuvres. Do they have hors d'oeuvres?
No hors d'oeuvres.
Right, it's the first time they dropped the ball here.
Just
right. What was the wedding colors?
Gray and blue.
What type of gray and what type of blue?
Light gray, light blue.
Answer. Like a silver gray, charcoal gray.
More silver.
Silver? Okay.
Yeah.
Silver
what type of blue here?
Probably navy blue.
And gold, too. Gold was in there, too.
I don't like that. Okay.
Well,
what type of blue, though? The type of blue can...
Light. Like a light blue.
What is light blue?
No,
I'm wearing light blue.
There were royal, like, the bridesmaid dresses were like a more royal blue. Or like a darker royal blue. I'm bad with colors.
Royal blue is the high school blue.
Yeah, no, darker than that. A little darker than that.
Okay.
Not navy, but darker than that.
Okay. Yeah, gold is a bit here. Is it like on the high gold side or the yellow side?
High gold side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can kind of allow it. I don't know. You never want to do silver and gold.
It worked. But yeah, it was a super nice thing. The cocktail hour was
open
cool.
Bar?
Yeah, open bar.
Full bar?
No. Like 4 liquors, couple of wines, couple of beers.
I count that as a full bar.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a gin, a vodka, a whiskey, and I think they had a rum of some kind. But yeah, like good balance of stuff. So I'm having a couple drinks and stuff, getting ready for my speech, and then the other best man was like, because we had two best men.
So no awkward. I don't want to say tension, but like, did both of y'all give speeches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did she have two
Yes.
maid of honors?
Yeah, she had a maid and a matron. The matron is married.
Oh.
Yeah. A maid is
Single.
single. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Okay, that evens out then.
Yeah.
How big was the overall wedding party?
7 on each side. 6 or 7? No. 2, 3, 4. 6 on each side.
That's a solid size.
Hold on, let me. Sean, Vincent, Victor, John. 6.
6?
6 on each side.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Okay.
Ding.
That's a solid number. Have you thought about...
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No?
That's me. Very difficult.
I think 6 is... 5 or 6 is good. Anything more than that. Even 6 is a bit much, but, if you've got, like, legit 6 homies, like...
Yeah, I wouldn't go over, like, 5. 6, it got, like, a little bit, like... It was a little bit, like... the people that were there, I understand why we were all there, but, like, it was just, like...
I think the 6 allows for...
7.
Jesus, son.
7.
Was it 7?
Yeah, 7.
Okay, 7's a bit too much. But I would say 6...
Because I forgot what.
that 6 slot allows for the bride's brother or that second best man. I think that's kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so it was totally cool. And I met the guy like a year and a half ago. He asked us at the same time. We were both at the same party. We were at his engagement party. He was like, I want you to be my best man. I was like, yeah, sure. That sounds awesome. Hadn't met the guy before, but yeah. I was like, cool. Cool dude.
All right.
So
cocktail hour runs a little long.
Yeah. I was having a drink or two. And I started like making I was like, because he was like, oh yeah, I don't really have my speech like written, like he was like, I don't really have it like I kind of like lied, and I was like, yeah, I have like bullet points. He was like, yeah, I've got like bullet points too, which I don't even think he had like his prepared or whatever.
Yeah, so both y'all going in blind, bad move.
Yeah, going in blind.
Tip, Chris, write the speech out.
Yeah.
Write the intro of the speech out. Don't write the full thing, but have a really clear direction on how you want to do it. I don't know if you're ever going to be the best man in a wedding, but if you do,
you never know.
You never know.
I wouldn't have thought at 20. I wouldn't have thought that because I was like friends with Jacob at 20. I wasn't like
I didn't have any.
I was like best man.
Yeah. But yeah, write down the opening paragraph.
Yeah, meal.
Yes.
Best meal I've ever had at a wedding.
Okay, so we got to talk about the order. Cocktail hour. So actually interesting. You're part of cocktail hour.
Yeah. They kind of allowed us to like roam.
Okay, because usually it's the entire party is taking pictures during cocktail hour.
We took it before the ceremony.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Then why did the cocktail hour? That's the whole point of cocktail hour. So they definitely ate during that time.
They took they didn't during that time. They took photos with some family members for a while, and then I guess they were doing others like signing of documents and stuff like that. And
I guess that kind of makes sense.
So yeah, like they were dealing with all that stuff. And some people like to have like a private like moment, like hey, like we just got married. Can we have 15 minutes?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get behind it, but just like I don't know. I've always known the cocktail hour as being like that's where photos go.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So yeah, that goes all
So meal.
Yeah, meal. Oh yeah. So best meal they had. Choice of veggies was mixed veggies or string beans.
Okay.
I went with the mixed veggies.
Like a squash, zucchini mix.
No, it was broccoli, carrots, cauliflower. Yeah. Just
a little school lunchy, but okay. Done correctly.
It was done correctly. Lasagna.
Okay.
It was like mama's lasagna. Mashed potatoes. Strips of steak. Like hearty strips of steak. like a good like chunk of it.
No, yeah, no, I get it. That's
And
just
then
a very.
a soup and a roll.
What was
like
the soup?
It was like this carrot based soup. I don't know like soup, but the rest of that meal. Oh my god, it was so like because the other meals I'd had at weddings, it was kind of like.
It's a meal.
I mean
Yeah.
a little bit of food.
Like a chicken breast.
No, this was like it was a buffet, and it was like
Get after it.
get after it. They got plenty of have another slice of lasagna. We don't care. Yeah, it was super good, and it was nice going first, like that.
So I get plating wise, the lasagna and the veggies make sense, and then the steak, veggies, and mashed potatoes make sense. But
Lasagna and steak is kind of weird, but it kind of like filled everyone up as far as like the lasagna was definitely Kaylee thing, and the steak was definitely lasagna was a Kaylee thing. The steak was a Jacob thing, but
I get. I'm not hating on it. It's just like that kind of messes with my like former cook brain.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I get that.
Those plates don't. I imagine like serving a plate to a customer. Like,
Right,
here
steak
you
and
go.
lasagna,
Steak and lasagna.
and green beans. Mashed
See,
potatoes.
the green beans make a little green. Hey, veggies with lasagna doesn't make sense. I can't.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah.
It's a little weird.
It was tasty, but
Anyways, great meal.
yeah, great meal. So
Okay.
I'm a little drunk. Had a couple of drinks. In speech time, I'm like, here we go.
Okay, what's the order? There's 4 people got to give speeches.
So the two, the maid of honor goes, then the matron goes, and then I go, and then the other best man goes.
Tough slot for homeboy
Yes,
because people already done the speeches.
Espe-
That's the downside of having 4.
right. And my big thing was worried about the length of speech.
You can't run the clock. The ladies always run the clock.
What do you mean?
The speeches are too long
See,
because they always get super emotional. I'm not hating on it, but just like in my time of going to weddings,
yeah.
the matron of honor, because they're usually like the sister, the best friend from when they were like 3 years old,
Right.
So like they got like every
And it was in this case, yeah. They want to tell all the stories.
Yeah, like
how
I remember being 5 years old and
we went to that
talking about
mall
weddings.
that one time, and then we went to the mall
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, keep rubbing the tissue right on the mic.
Sorry. Sorry.
But I'm not hating, but just like I distinctly remember most.
They're
of the
misogynists. We get it.
weddings. Yeah, I'm a piece of trash. Anyways,
But yeah.
so you got a good slot. So
Yeah.
how do both the ladies go straight emotional?
No, they actually went like super short and super like reading off the phone.
Okay,
Comes to my speech.
so them both short.
Yeah,
quick.
short to the point. Nothing really good. Just a good.
But
stock wedding
but they were on the, because did you ever see Wedding Crashers?
No.
No. Okay. Well, Owen Wilson talks about the 2 ways of going over a speech. Not Owen Wilson. Who's the other guy?
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. He's
I
like,
hate that I know the dude who plays in that movie, but I
I
never
knew
seen
you
it.
would. Como que?
The 2 ways of going over a speech. And,
It's either you lead with a joke or you lead with emotion.
Oh, okay.
So
See? So here's what I did. I was like, you know what? Let's get this crowd going.
ballsy move.
Went with the joke. Well, I started off with, how's everyone doing tonight? Which always, luckily I had my line there with me because Jacob and I had the same line and the line came. And they were like, as soon as I said, how's everyone doing? They all went, whoa! So they got the rest of the audience to go, whoa! And I was like, yeah.
You can only do that. Yeah, don't do that at a normal wedding.
Correct.
You gotta have a special batch of homies there.
Exactly. So I start talking about I started talking about just talking about them in general, like what they're really known for, some good like examples of who they are as people, and then it kind of gets more into like, you know what, like these examples are really just examples of how caring of people they are. They care about, I talked about in different times where Kaylee and Jacob both were like telling me about how much they like care about groups or people that they're like, involved with or whatever, they're like really, really caring people. And then I totally went into more emotional. I was like, as far as examples goes, this couple is an example, like one of my prime examples of what love is. And everyone apparently started crying.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, and I was just sitting there just like, I was like, yeah. So I went through that, and my toast ended up being to their example.
Nice.
So as far as
Classy.
like,
That's classy.
as far as like the speech went, knocked it out of the park. Did it write a word of it down.
See, the only reason why that line works, because again, that's one of those lines. That's a movie line. So everybody thinks that the speech
needs to sound like a movie.
Needs to sound like, not needs to sound like a movie, but like needs to have that like intention behind it. Not every couple deserves that line.
Not every couple deserves that line, and also, like, not to hype up myself, not everyone can like write it,
deliver it the right way.
Like, because you can just you
can't just like throw that.
The amount of people that have like written speeches and been like, this is gonna be so awesome, and then it just flatlines.
Yeah,
because a couple of weddings I've been to, I've heard two speeches that have been like, they were trying to go for something there, and no one cares.
Big swing.
No one cares at all. After the wedding, I didn't tell anyone that I didn't. I didn't tell anyone that I didn't write it. People kept coming up to me being like, "Oh, I loved your speech." I started crying at her. I was like,
"Oh yeah."
It's like, "Yep, worked on it all."
Yeah, but you're good. You're smart. You hit the points of like them. Like you primed the audience,
right,
with
comedy.
Not necessarily comedy, but with like, you gave the example before you gave the premise.
Right. That was the key, was getting the idea of the idea was really all behind this idea that Kaylee and Jacob throughout college were an example of what love should be like for me. And I've had my parents, but I hadn't had like a couple that was my age. That was like,
I mean, you lived with them for 2 years, so you observed like how that relationship actually functioned.
Right. Yeah. Like it was interesting seeing that and stuff. So like that was the whole like premise behind it. So I was like, okay, how do I? It was kind of the way I like to write stuff. Is I like to like, I got this moment. How do I get to there? And
that makes the most sense. And
I was able to like quickly like on my phone. I think literally I have. Hold on, let me see, because I have the note that I wrote, and you're gonna find this hilarious. No, that's my other note. Fear is for those that come to greet it.
What?
Fear is for those that come to greet it.
That sounds a little Hobbit-esque.
I wrote that.
It feels like J.R. talking.
No, I wrote that.
J.R. talking? J.K. No, J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, J.K. Yeah,
J. What's Tolkien's initials? T-O...
J.R.R. Tolkien.
No, that doesn't sound right either.
No.
Tolkein.
J.R.R.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
So
still sounds fake.
So I I was like, Jacob is an example of care, roast and fraternity. Kaylee is an example of care, beans and people, because she really likes coffee.
So you put beans instead of coffee?
Yes, because she talks to me about beans for like 30 minutes, and that joke killed. The fact that I said like, there's one time Kaylee sat me down and talked to me about beans for 30 minutes, and I've never been more intrigued in my life. People were like, "This is killing." I was like, "Yeah, nailed it."
That's heartfelt because it's corny, but you meant it,
right? And together they're an example of love. That's all I wrote. I wrote that literally at the bar, like right before, like
toast in hand, like, damn, I gotta come up with some
Tito's and soda. I was like, and
yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, this will nail. All right.
Label the thing examples.
Not even best man speech.
Nope, just examples.
Examples of what? I don't know.
That's what I entitled speech. Examples. But yeah, so rocked it out of the park and didn't even. But that just shows how good of a writer I am.
Shut up. Dude. Shut up. God damn.
But yeah, so I was super happy with that, and after that, I was, I encourage people to dance. I know, right? Me.
You can't. You that's disrespectful.
What are you talking about?
You're the third guy.
No. This is after the speeches and stuff.
Gotcha.
After all the dances.
I thought you were talking about like after you did the toast. You're like, hey yo, everybody get on the dance floor.
No. No. This is the DJ put on it was super weird. People, I think, were still like finishing their food. He like put on the lights and made it all dark and stuff, and he was like, "All right, everyone, get on the dance floor."
No, that's appropriate time.
Yeah,
because the bride and groom come in, and you got about 30, 45 minutes before speeches.
Yeah,
speeches go another 15.
Yeah,
if you're not done eating within the hour, come on now.
I think we did. It was either father, daughter, mother, daughter dance, and then speeches. I think it was. I think it was those dances.
I appreciate them. They listened to the episode. I know they didn't. I like to believe that they did.
Yeah,
that's the proper time.
But
do it while everybody's eating.
Because I remember. Yeah, because I remember. I cried at. I cried at both of their dances.
Yeah. God.
And I was like,
"You're so soft."
I really love the concept of a mother or a father having a child that is now getting married. I love that concept. That's such a profound, as far as as a father or as a mother, as far as last steps goes.
Mm.
That's literally when after having next thing they have kids, and but as far as it's so whenever you watch them dance, you're just you raised that, and now it's a full grown person. That's So I was just tears. Tried to write my speech. Tito's and soda in hand.
Sucking out Tito's and soda.
Here we go. Here we go. But yeah, luckily it went all well. And now, so after all the speeches and stuff, people started, they put on the lights, and me and the other best man were going to go get more drinks. We were like, we got to cross the dance floor, though. All right, come on, Alan, let's get up. And people started coming on after we got on there. I was like, yeah.
It takes two.
I was like, I'm being full best man material here.
Absolutely.
Dance with Kaylee's grandmother.
Bold move.
No, she asked me.
Oh.
Yeah, me and Mammy are friends.
Hell yeah. Mammy.
Yeah, so dance with her. Got to hang out with my college fraternity bros, and it was a good wedding. Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I've never been more. When people talk about imposter syndrome, that was
pretty high up there.
It was especially getting the speech to work. That was definitely people were being "Oh, we loved your speech." It's I was you loved what? I made that up. What are you talking about?
I barely spoke words.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
that's definitely if you ever want to understand what imposter syndrome feels like, give a speech and people are you nailed that. I'm yeah, totally planned that out.
Or you just being nice.
Right, yeah.
You're a liar.
Because then you start thinking are people just lying to me to
I stuttered 4 times and I said, but every sentence, don't lie to me.
It's weird. I don't think I had a really bad stutter as a kid. I don't think I stuttered once.
You just sailed through it, man.
Yeah, I even had a pause. You ever have a dramatic pause? If you were like,
baby.
oh, it was before I like did the line of like they're the example of love. I was like, am I speaking? Like, is this a public speaking?
I'm about to murder this line.
Yeah, dude. I've never been more. And then Kaylee at the end of the wedding was like, "Hey, can you like send me like your speech? I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I got you. I'll totally send that out to you. Yeah, because I got it on paper. I don't.
Get somebody else.
I was like,
Somebody recorded it. Probably. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
That's why there's somebody recording those things.
I remembered it. So
Yeah, you're a psychopath and remember things.
Have you seen that video of that one dude's the best man speech? I think it's like, depending on the people, it can either be like awesome and funny, or it can be like very disrespectful. So he stands up and he goes, "So I heard the best man speech is only supposed to be as long as the groom can make love. So good night, everybody. Sit back down." That's it.
some of those where they talk about like the bride or groom's like past, it could get very dicey.
Real dicey.
It could get very.
Ooh, buddy.
I was like, "Ooh, are you really gonna like start talking about like
Not good.
your like friends like sexual past like in front of everyone right now?"
In front of Mammy?
Like
You gonna talk about that in front of Mammy?
this is not a good time to be doing that. I don't.
Good. Not a good look.
Because it works for. I think it works for like college. Like if you have majority college friends there, and you got like a couple of family members that are cool with it, then it might work. But like,
It depends on the age, I think.
It's like with the whole garter thing too.
Garter's
When I was younger, I was
so glad
like,
we
I
didn't
don't
do
see
that.
what's wrong with that. And now I'm a little older. I'm like, yeah, that could be kind of uncomfortable.
It's weird.
I'm so
I
glad.
caught a garter. It's a little strange.
I'm so glad we didn't do that. We didn't do any of the.
Do the shoe game?
We didn't do any games.
No.
It was nice. Like they had cornhole and stuff outside. Like it was.
They cut the bullshit. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that whole thing. Like, again, it was so because Jacob's grandmother was there and she's like much older, and like midway through well, first of all, the mother son dance was to "You'll Be in My Heart" from Tarzan. Oh, so they were dancing for a while. Halfway through, Jacob's like, "All right, Mom, Grandma's turn." That made me cry a little bit too much. I was like, because then that's the second level of that whole idea of like this grandma, she's watching her grandchild get married.
Yeah.
Like that's on a whole another level. So yeah, I was like lost it at that point. But yeah, it's I don't know, man. I was really
Hey man, love is tight, bro.
yeah, man.
Love is tight.
And I also realized that if I have a wedding, I'm gonna be a monster as far as like itineraries and stuff goes, because like that's my only like.
I know I'm gonna be invited to it, and I'm gonna be stressed out. Also, if you don't invite me to your wedding, we're gonna fight.
You'll be invited. Right. But as far like I'm talking about the amount of like I like everyone to know exactly where they need to be at all times.
I don't like that. Really don't like that.
I mean, like you should know, like as as groomsmen, you're gonna be in the room from 2 to 4. You're gonna be in there. All right, that's all the information.
Actually, I lied.
That's better.
I'm probably gonna be the most at ease at your wedding.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's gonna know exactly where.
Everybody's gonna pick up the itinerary as you come in. It's gonna be like the wedding announcement.
The cocktail hour is gonna say featuring this jazz combo.
Hell yeah!
They're gonna play 6 songs, and at the end of the 6th song will be our grand entrance. Like you can just count. Like, yeah, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of guessing.
You want to think about this? My entire thing is efficiency in weddings, right? This is why I said nobody cares about the father-son dance. Like, people care, but, like, you got to put it in the right time to do it. Like, don't do the father-son,
father-daughter.
Father-daughter, my bad.
I mean, whatever.
The gays, they can do what they want. I don't know. The dances. People need to eat because you got to imagine.
There wasn't that at the gay wedding. I just realized that.
Really? How they have their own rules. They can do whatever they want.
They have their own rules.
They do.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has their own rules.
But I mean, like, there's not the standard. This is gonna get in a weird hole. You get what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because like bridal party and
I'm gonna sound sexist and it gets weird. Not sexist. Homophobic. Thank you. Where was I? Efficiency. Right. Some people put the father, daughter, and mother, son before the food. And you got to imagine the wedding was in Dallas.
Yes.
Right? All right. So let's say you and I went to this wedding. What time did the service start?
4.
All right. So that means we got to leave here by 1:30. So that means
1:30?
Yeah.
A.M.?
No. P.M.
Oh, I thought... Okay.
What's wrong with you?
I thought you... Never mind.
How did you get that wrong?
Continue.
We got to leave here by 1:30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you got to be dressed and ready to go. So that means you got to eat a decent amount before you get changed and all that, right? Because you're trying to look good. It's at the proper wedding. So that means you might eat at 11, the latest. Okay, so then you go through the service, it's 30 minutes, and then cocktail hour's an hour. So that means
you're not eating
you're not serving food until 5:36. So then if you put the dances before the food, people ain't eating in 8 hours, and they got mad booze in them. It's not a good time.
Yeah.
Right? So you got to...
Like, it's cute for, like, the first minute, and then people are like...
Exactly. Then they're over it.
Yeah.
Right?
They did it at the right time, because I believe it was...
Once everybody's served...
And then they start doing the... Because everyone's quiet.
Everybody's got to be at the table. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Because you also don't want people walking around. You want to... Even though you know people aren't going to be, like, 100% locked into the moment, you want them to at least be somewhat tentative.
Yeah.
If you're not eating, what are you doing? You're going to the bar, grabbing another drink, you're chopping it up with your boy. You're kind of wasting time a little bit. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, oh, man, I guess they're dancing. And then you're like, if you're standing next to your boy, talking to him, it's an awkward situation. You don't want to be the guy that's walking around during that. So you're just, like, standing in the side, and, like, then Mima's looking at you like, why the hell is this kid just standing up, right? So, to avoid all this, either A, hors d'oeuvres during cocktail hour, or B, serve food after the grand entrance, immediately serve food. Once everybody's seated, about 20 minutes in, then you do the dances.
Food kind of makes a whole wedding, man. That was...
The one wedding I went to, remember, was my mom's best friend's wedding. From what I remember, I think, like, once we walked into, like, the reception area, I was young, so I don't know if there was a cocktail hour or anything like that. But from what I remember, it was, like, an open buffet kind of thing, but you, like, go through the back and, like, make your way around the line and then come out with your food. And so, like, I guess while they were doing photos and everything, they were letting everybody get all their food.
Nice.
And so by the time everybody was seated, then they made their entrance, and then they did the dances, and then they did
that's what I'm saying.
And then they
like,
did the speeches.
See, I like that because
that makes a lot of sense, man.
Because we definitely asked a couple of times, "What are we doing?" Like, and people had to, like, come up, like the
wedding planner.
The wedding planner had to, like, come up to me and be like, "Hey, can you start ushering people in?" I was like, "This is what." When she said it to me, I was like,
"This is weird."
Who are you?
One thing that was weird, though, is that her wedding, she invited, like, 300 people.
That's too many.
And, like, 250 showed up.
Like,
and my mom was, like, the maid of honor, so she was having to...
That's a lot.
100 is, like, my, like, strict cutoff. Like...
me and Mia talked about it, or, like, it's supposed to be family and close friends, and...
I'll go 150. I'll go 150.
You're really inviting, more than 50 people to a wedding? There's not 50 people at one of my weddings.
I'm gonna know more than 50, and just knowing my personality, I'm probably gonna find a lady that knows more than 50. And actually, more than likely, like, but the family that's coming ain't that deep. I guess maybe 10. But like, I got Matt Holmes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, we gotta cover the bases. I'm saying the max I would go is 150.
How far in the family are you inviting?
I don't believe in family.
Jesus.
I don't. My interpretation of family is very misguided.
Oh yeah.
And like disjunct. So it's like mom, dad, sister, brother-in-law, their kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of. I'm stopping there. I'm gonna be honest.
How many may have said it? It's like if we don't see you every year, you don't know us.
Couldn't tell you the last time I saw my aunts.
Yeah.
See, like I say, if you were not present in my life for a majority of my childhood, I'm not inviting you.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why like proper family members don't mean a damn thing to me. But my uncle, like I call him my uncle, but he's not related to me. The dude that's down in Round Rock, Cedar Park, that helped me with the car. Hell yeah, they're getting an invite. Yeah, all of them. All three daughters, the 2 daughters and the son, with the husbands and the girlfriend, like all of them come through, pull up. Y'all are all invited.
There's some people I'm like, oh, like
my cousins. Shut up, bro.
No, I'm inviting my cousins.
No, I'm
not all of them. Jeez, because if I invite some of them,
you're my cousin.
That's weird. I'm not your cousin.
I know, but like that's like I view you as what a cousin's supposed to be.
Oh, like, I'm not super close to my cousins, but like, okay, I get that. Because I'm not like, if my cousins aren't at my wedding, I'm not like dying on the inside or anything.
You're not gonna be sad about it. I would like to think that you'd be a little sad if I didn't come to your wedding.
Yeah.
And how I think about it is like, would I be upset if I wasn't at their wedding?
Their wedding.
That's a good fair.
For most people, I would understand because I'm unpleasant.
I'll be upset if you're not at my wedding. Goddamn.
I'll be unpleasant.
I don't care.
No.
Be at the wedding.
But yeah, like that's. I'm trying to like count because I have about 25. Like off the top of my head, I have about 25 family members. I'm like, for sure, and then my line, and then like recent friends. Like, yeah, I can pretty much limit it down to like 50. So college friends.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to limit it down to like. I don't want to run it like I don't want to set like a hard 100.
Yeah.
And then be like, because then it gets weird because it's like
because you got to start eliminating people.
You got to start eliminating people, and it's like
yeah, that's always weird. You have to
or it's like, hey, you can come, but you can't bring your lady.
Oh no!
Like
you can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like you eventually get to a point
so
where
I always
it's like
do plus ones. Like
that's really where the 50 plus comes from.
Okay, I get how yeah. If I take like the line part of it,
right? Because that's 9 dudes, right?
12.
That's 12 dudes.
Yeah.
If everybody's got a plus one, that's already 24.
24 people. Yeah.
Right. So you said you had 25 family members. 25.
We're already at 50, and plus like college.
Right, so there's 50,
and,
and then you got the like 5 or 6 college friends.
Yeah, we're at 75. Yeah,
it gets to about 75. I think is a safe number. 150, maybe like you plan for maybe 170. About 150, 140 is going to show up.
Yeah. Jesus,
it's a lot of people.
Back when I was like college student, I was like, I want 6 people at my wedding. I do not.
Me, her, and I guess her family.
After watching How I Met Your Mother, after seeing Lily and Marshall's wedding, like their outside wedding,
super nice.
I was like, this is all I want. I just want 5 people at my wedding. That's it. I don't want any more. It's super. Not that like my friends aren't like important to me, but I'm just like it's so stressful.
You gonna have any like rules at your wedding?
No kids.
What do you mean?
So like.
Depends on the age.
So for like me, it would be no kids under like 12 at the ceremony. Yeah. So like obviously if they're babies, you have to like find somebody to babysit.
Yeah.
And then like for older kids, you can just set up a game room in the reception area or whatever. Because I'm sure the kids are going to be there for food and dancing, whatever. Just not in the ceremony because they don't care. And they're going to be annoying the parents. No cell phones. That's what the photographers are for.
Yeah, it's unplugged. That was one cool thing. They had an unplugged wedding. It was, which one person had her camera out, and
one person was being an asshole.
The front 2 rows, and I was about to just throw. I was about to. I had my phone in my pocket. It was off. I was about to just chuck it at her. Just, stop! Hey yo! I gotta cut that out. I was so just they just said, what are you gonna do on your phone right now that is gonna be so much better than this professional photographer?
Yeah, because I've seen so many photographers and stuff talk about when they don't do the unplugged and people have their phones all in the
aisle shots
while they're trying to take the aisle shots. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Oh, no, God, absolutely.
That bothers me.
Absolutely. That's probably. See, I'm in a weird spot. Because I'm pulling up on 30, and it's not like I have somebody locked in. So I'm maybe 34, 35.
Yeah.
And the people I'm inviting, a lot of them already got married. So a lot of them are probably gonna have kids. So I have to. Well,
that's why because you can't just go no kids. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think if you go no under 12 in the ceremony, that's fine as long as you have accommodations set up in the reception area.
For sure. But I'm saying I have to plan for those. Unlike my homies that I went to the weddings this past summer, everybody's, 27 and under.
Yeah.
Yeah, not many people have kids.
Not many people have kids,
yeah.
Right? So it's definitely something I have to consider. But yeah, no, I get the rules. Definitely unplugged. Don't look like a bum.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I think an unwritten rule is just don't wear white. Obviously.
Yeah.
Especially the females.
You know what's cool? Is at the Indian weddings, it's don't wear red.
Right, yeah.
You're supposed to wear white.
Because the bride wears red, I believe. Yeah.
I'd marry an Indian girl.
Would you do don't wear the wedding colors unless you're in the wedding party?
I'm cool with it because I would have very neutral color. My color is green.
You're gonna have very basic colors. I'm gonna have really extravagant colors.
Purple.
So it's gonna be like really specific, like a lavender.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Come on now. What are we doing here? But yeah, I get that. It gets a little weird, but I mean the cut and style of dress for the bridesmaids is a very specific cut. Most of the girls know not to wear that style of dress.
Here's what was cool. Kaylee said, because she has different sizes and shapes of bridesmaids, she was like, as long as it's the same color.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of that, and that does look really cool.
It was actually, and none of them, they were never, I think all of her friends were super tasteful, so they never went anything boisterous, no big blue ribbons or whatever. They were nope, just simple,
still subtle
cocktail dress, nothing.
See, and I like that because then they could feel more comfortable in the dress that they pick for their body.
Absolutely.
And then one dress might look better on this style body, and this dress might look better on this person's body.
Right.
So
the only thing I get about that is the length, and again, that's just the photo is kind of what bothers me.
Sure.
Like the one girl that gets the.
Well, I think that would be part of it. Is
you just got to specify it. Specify
length dress
ankle,
or
ankle length, whatever color.
Right.
Strapless, straps, corset, whatever it is. But
yeah, it was
hell yeah.
I don't know.
What color were the dresses?
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah, like a darker blue, not dark blue, but not royal blue. I don't know.
I know what blue. I think I have an idea of what blue it is
Sure.
in my head, and I just can't. I don't remember what that color is. Not indigo.
Cerulean. No, cerulean's super light.
Is indigo a dark blue?
Maybe. That what's that one? Bottom row, third one. Yeah.
That's navy.
That's navy?
yeah.
Like, I'd go one shade lighter than of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something like this.
Yeah. With more, like, a brighter, like, contrast, but yeah. Like that one, the second row, the first column, that one. Yeah, kind of that, yeah.
It's a good color.
Yeah.
It's a good blue, soft blue.
But yeah, it was. I don't know what other rules I would. I have ideas, and again, I would be super itinerary. Everything's like written down. Everyone knows exactly where to be. There's a timeline. Like,
I don't think I'm going to do the cake.
what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I haven't filled that in, but
You're gonna piss off a lot of people.
the cake's trash, bro.
Not theirs. Theirs was good.
I would rather get
Chocolate mint.
Well, no, that sounds terrible. What are we
Oh,
doing?
it's delicious.
Are we 3-year-olds? Come on now.
No, it's tasty.
Shut up.
Kid likes to bake. They like had like a cut cake, and then they also had cupcakes too. It was nice.
I like the cupcake idea.
Yeah.
I like the small cups of mousse.
Sure.
That's a
Don't
good look.
do what are they called? Starts with an M.
Macaroons?
Macaroons. God,
Way too dirty. Not that good.
those are
way too expensive.
They're awful. I don't. No, they're not awful. They're just not my cup of tea. As far as like,
very
it's
specific.
chewy and they're very like I don't want to do that at a wedding. I just want to have cake. Just
That's why I like the mousse. It's a very clean. I'm always
let me have my cake and eat it too.
I'm always going for the most efficient and the cleanest way to do it. You know what I'm saying? We've been over this a couple episodes ago.
Yes, don't be like a caveman.
Don't be like a caveman.
106.
That's why I like the mousse thing. Small cup, small spoon. It's like a little a mousse.
Yeah.
You can get like 7 of them. I don't care.
Okay,
But
if you can get 7 of them, that's fine.
you know what I'm saying? Like, as opposed, because you're going to feel weird if the cake is really good. You're going to feel weird if you go back for more than a single slice.
Now, am I let's say I'm in a corner table. No one can see me. Am I a monster for going up and I get my mousse, I grab a cupcake, then I go in the back and I make a blizzard. Stir that John up with a spoon.
Oh my god. I'm going yes, sir. Yes. You're a trash person, and you should feel bad about that.
Top it with a cupcake.
Yeah, but I like the cup. I like the small bites.
They also had cupcakes, and that was nice too.
I like the formality of cutting the cake.
See, I don't even like that.
Actually, you're right. I don't like that.
Because
I actually don't like that.
the cake cutting thing wasn't whenever they did there, because they didn't do any like face smashing, which I like that too. Because who wants to do that, smashing a cake on someone's face?
It's just a bit aggressive.
Especially the bride who works on her makeup like all day.
You spent $300 on that face.
Like what are you gonna rub
dare you-
cake all in it?
How dare you rub $700 of cake on it? Like, what are we doing here?
It's a bad idea.
I do like the arm thing. That's nice. That's a nice photo.
It's a good photo.
But I would rather do that with cupcakes.
I just like the fact that Kaylee and Jake kind of avoided a lot of the
Hacky
traditions, like
stock traditions.
because some of them were just
Shout out to them, man.
they're
I
just
appreciate
things that like they're not even like
I saw a thing on TikTok I kind of liked. You know how there's like the frame, like tying the knot for like a picture, and
Right.
like it's kind of like a thing that they can hang in their house. They took like a thick piece of rope.
Yeah.
And they each took the end and they tied the rope.
That's cute. Yeah,
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like the sand jar. That's nice.
I went to a wedding and
It's a nice memento. It's a weird thing, but it's like
they did a sand jar during the ceremony
What's the sand jar?
where they mix the sands, like they're mixing their lives together, and they'll never be separate again.
Yeah, you're now becoming one. Like it's a bunch of symbolism because it's like 2 jars becoming 1 jar, 2 colored sands becoming 1 new batch of sands. Like
The key is to have a funnel, because this couple did not have a funnel.
ooh, bad
And
look, bud.
they just had to sit there and pour sand. All right, your turn. Pour a little more sand. All right, let's say it all like luckily it was outdoor wedding. Say it. That was like oh,
That's a bad look.
I was like oh god. Oh god.
Oh my
Get a big
God.
funnel so you can dump it all in
Yeah.
at once and it'll watch it all mixed
Exactly.
together.
Right. That's the key.
And plus, it's not like this weird patchy
Yes,
sand in the
yeah.
bottle. Yeah.
I would just shake it.
The officiant grabs him like, and now we
Are
have
you done?
become one. With this jar,
Symbolism.
you are now no longer separate human beings. Did I tell you I'm a licensed officiant?
Officiant.
Yeah. You can officiate at any wedding.
I had the whenever someone whenever they were doing the sand thing, why am I the monster? They had colored sand. Why am I the monster who was like, I feel like I'd be so petty at the divorce, I would separate it.
It's like with the
Jesus
knot
Christ.
thing. It's like I saw a lot of comments. It's like first fight. I'm just gonna go in front of him and untie it.
Oh, ooh, oh my, oh.
I think they were just making jokes, but like imagine that.
That's a tough look.
That would be
Just pull it off the wall. Just untie it.
they did this. I think it's a Mexican tradition where they had this like lasso thing. It's like it was like a crystal beaded lasso that you put around each other. It's a farm thing.
Gotcha. Sure it wasn't a rosary?
Yes, it was. It was a rosary. No, but it was called like the lasso like tradition or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I use the word lasso like out of context. But yeah, they were they did
Feels a
that.
little racist. Anyways.
It's Mexican. His Mexican family presented it to him. Oh, I thought it was a Mexican
Blowing
thing.
up my phone. Oh, it's my part. Oh, it's Ron. Okay.
But yeah, it was. DJ was didn't play. He played like 2 slow songs. A little weird because there was no.
Which one were they?
One was a country song and like 3-4. I guess Tennessee Whiskey was one, but I was outside. There was another one, kind of like 6 or 7 songs in. Nothing like rememberable.
You got to play Neon Moon. George Strait. If you lose your one and only.
Oh, and yeah, okay, yeah. I was like, yeah. I don't know about that one.
Watch your broken. What do you mean you don't know about that one? What the hell's wrong with you?
I like country.
I don't care. You're playing Neon Moon at your wedding.
Nah,
I'm telling the DJ.
no.
I'm slipping him a
You
50.
request it.
Hey, Bubby, look at me here, right here. You're playing the song right now.
You know what I'm gonna tell him? Don't. There's gonna be a guy. He's gonna
Tell
come
you,
up to
DJ,
you.
if you play this song, you're not getting paid.
He's gonna be a guy about like an hour and a half in. He's gonna run up to you with just a wad of cash, just a handful of cash. Don't
Just shove it in your chest.
It'll be ones and a couple of fives. Don't mind him. He's drunk. How do you know this? I know this. He's gonna say, "Hey,
Factual.
hey, come here." He's gonna slap you on the back real hard. Okay, he's gonna be like, "Hey, I need you to. I know he told you not to, but I need you to play Neon Moon, and I need you to look at him and say, absolutely, I will." And then you just take that cash, and then you have him walk away, and then you give me that cash. And then I'm going to give you that cash times 5 as a tip. Boom.
Still, we're
Boom.
playing it.
Circumvented.
I'm getting the speaker out. We're playing goddamn Neon Moon. I don't give a damn. That song is being played.
And I liked that they had an outdoor and indoor reception kind of
Nice.
thing.
Yeah.
Because, it was so nice being able to be like walk out and like go play cornhole.
Yeah, take
And
a
then
second.
Walk
get a
back
breather.
in, you go talk to your friends and stuff inside. Walk outside. There's a place to go take pictures out. It was like, mint. Yeah.
The more I think about it, I'm really leaning towards a winter wedding.
Winter weddings are good. If you get, because there was the weather was, we were standing outside. I wasn't sweating and I wasn't cold.
It's got to be like 68 degrees.
Yeah. The weather it's been lately,
Which I think it was like around that temperature. It was so nice.
So if you do an outdoor, like the guys in the suits, comfortable, ladies the guy can give them their jacket.
Yeah, if need be,
Yeah, it was
prime time.
They picked a good time. I don't know why December worked, but yeah, it was raining the morning of, and I was like, oh, but then rain cleared up. Yeah.
So then you got that nice dew on the leaves.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah,
super.
Man. Just vibes for days, son.
I was really having a good time. Something I'm still gonna do at my wedding. I keep putting this out there in the universe. So I'm gonna.
Speaking of doing Citizen King, come on now.
Is take the my wedding playlist or the special songs, put it on a vinyl record.
Hell yeah,
love that idea.
I'm doing that as well. I think it's the first time I ever heard that, but I'm taking that as well.
You put your wedding photo of you like walking out or whatever. I hate that I did this as the bouquet. I wouldn't be holding the bouquet. But yeah, you put that as the album cover. Like album. Look at me saying words.
Hell yeah! Oh, that's nice.
And title it the date.
Frame that. Oh, all right. Hell yeah! All right.
Makes you feel something.
You get two copies. You get the one for the picture, and you get the one for the play.
Yeah.
Then you put your knot underneath there. You got a whole memento deal going
Shadow
on.
box, yeah.
Shadow box. Yeah. All right, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, good wedding weekend.
We love out here. Love is tight.
This is like our third wedding episode.
Dude, I love weddings.
It's a series.
Love weddings. I'm excited. I think I got my first wedding of 2022 is in February.
Is this what happens?
Yeah, all my friends get married before me. Yeah.
God. I meant like
I'm single for a really long time, yeah.
Like after you turn like 25, like I've been to 4 weddings.
Yeah. Everybody gets married, Doug.
Wait, this is my 3rd wedding this year. I'm like, wait a minute. Does everyone get married? I guess college is over. It's been a distant amount of time.
It's about that time.
Everyone's getting married now. Weird feeling. I'm like, I don't want to see. I can see people get engaged. I'm like, so have I thought about how I'm gonna do it? No. I'm not a very.
I feel like you don't know until you know the person.
Right.
It's a good point.
In a way.
It's a good point.
Right. And like
really all this entire thought, you know how I do it. I just kind of have a thought and I and we go through it. But like, because that's the only time, the only engagement that I've been involved in is with boys, and we went to dinner afterwards. Like, and it was, it was cool. Like, I think she knew too. She just didn't know
probably
when it was gonna happen.
Probably there's probably like a I feel like there's like a 3 month like window where everyone's just like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
But like they did a whole like day thing. They went walking. There was downtown San Antonio. I think it was around this time, so there's lights on the river walk. Yeah. Then we went to. Then she popped the question. Then said yes. They walked over, met up with us and the family at Texas de Brazil.
Yeah.
And then we had dinner. It was nice.
Yeah.
I need to go see my boys in San Antonio.
If she asks you, are you saying yes?
No. Are you getting okay? Here's where I'm at. Here's where I'm at, and this is my It reminds me of this Michael Che thing of him. It was on Michael Che's comedy show. It was like, black people are some of the most democratic people until there's some shit we don't tolerate. That's kind of where like I get these weird like conservative moments where I'm just like, no, like no, take my last name. Like I prefer like is this weird like
nah, I get that.
I don't mean to be like, you want to be like liberal and like, like, yeah, anyone can do it. But I'm just like,
It's not liberal. The word you're looking at is progressive. But yeah.
Yeah, progressive, yes.
I would be mad confused the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like if she like got a one, I'm like, get up. What are you doing?
Especially in public.
You're gonna get like,
Especially in public, I'd be like,
yeah, you're not tying your shoe. You have sandals on. What are we doing here? Like I'm like the entire time I'm roasting her, and she's not getting the question out.
Just sitting there just awkwardly. I'm trying to start my speech.
Are you gonna do it privately or?
That was actually more of the question I was looking at. It's like, are you gonna do like a private scene, a public scene, a semi-public scene?
Privately.
Up and among. You seem like up and among type of guy. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's semi-public for me.
Semi-public? What do you mean,
Like I'm not gonna go
like at a party? Like
no. Like
just side boob or
like
sorry, that's semi-nudity.
I was looking
Missed that
for the like the TV equivalent, but I can't.
All I can think of is like a restaurant.
It'd be kind of like
where it's not like in full like view of
it'd be
anyone and
between.
everyone.
It'd be between. We're gonna go meet up with everybody at the bar.
Yeah.
We got dinner, between dinner and bar. Bingo, bango.
I can see like you're in like a lounge or something.
Yeah.
There's this
Small
room,
space.
There's this room in this bar in Denton. It's like they have like a closed off room at this bar. You can kind of like close these big like sliding doors or whatever. I could see like there, like you got a couple people around. Like, all right, cool, but yeah, I'm much more of a private person. I don't like to.
Like if it was,
especially because the speech I'm gonna write, I'm not gonna write it. It's gonna be dope.
I think what I would do is just kind of like a short little like.
I want part of me wants the lady that is okay with be like, so you down or what?
I
don't know.
But then also part of me like if she says yes to that, I'm like, you're trash. I'm out of here. Like how dare you say yes to that? What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
I'm too much of a writer to be like.
Nah, come on, son.
I got.
How much do I talk about weddings? You think I'm gonna be soft on this engagement?
I gotta make a grandiose like speech.
Your boy mad for both in this arena.
I've heard there's a lot of people too who like write speeches out and everything, and then they go to like do it, and they
freeze.
Can't. Yeah,
right.
You can't.
That's why you don't write it out. You just exactly.
That's why I would probably just aim to do something like short and sweet.
Because everyone knows what's happening. It's not like you're. Like, my big thing.
I mean, when you're up on top of the mountain, you start saying, like, you've changed my life for the better, and I love you so much. Like, she obviously knows what's about to happen.
Yeah, like everyone has, and also everyone has said that. Like, you're not really like saying anything like super original with that speech. Like,
and it's like, I'm always against being corny, but sometimes it's okay. In that instance, I think it's okay. Like if you and your lady,
especially if you like really mean it.
Yeah, like if you and your lady are like your shit is going hiking.
Sure.
Is like you ask them like, do you want to? Well, will you be my forever hiking partner or whatever?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My climbing buddy.
That's what my buddy did. Him and his girlfriend, they go fiance now. They go to national parks and they go like, and that's where they got engaged. Was they got Big Ben. Like on top of a mountain, they got engaged. They take like photos and stuff, and they go. Nice. They're like they're granola people. Have y'all never heard people like granola people before?
No, that's beautiful though.
I hate that because that's not where we're gonna be.
Yeah, y'all are granola people. That makes that makes a lot of sense. Y'all some granola ass people.
Granola people. But yeah, they did that on like a top of a mountain. I was like. Very nice. And see, that was private. Like that was like literally just them. Like I think Tommy like set up like a tripod or something, so they could take like photos or whatever. But like,
See, again, my fear of the say no at the top of mountain is you got to walk down with that person.
Sure. But they've been living with each other for 2 years.
No, for sure, of course.
Like, that's my big thing.
Like, if they say no, like, what would you do in that instance? Like,
I don't know. Like the
like,
dudes that have been
because
told
like it
no.
could just be that they're not like mentally ready for like maybe all the planning and everything. But I mean, you could also be like engaged for however long you want. So,
but
like,
like part of it is like I don't want to commit to someone that I've like like when people like back in the day got married in like a couple of months. I'm like,
oh yeah,
man, you really just committed to someone.
You just like said yeah.
Like
that's why there's like,
like the
generation that just. Like you say, you're getting married, and the guys are like, "Good luck," or enjoy your freedom while you have it. I'm like, do you have issues like with yourself?
You should like your
you should like the person you're
person.
with, bro.
Yeah.
Or it's like like the old ball and chain doesn't let me go out. Like that's not.
It's like I think you're doing this wrong.
Yeah.
I think you made a bad choice.
You chose poorly.
And see, I wonder if either millennials and Gen Z will be less divorced later on, or we will be more divorced because we're okay with divorce.
I think less divorced because also less married.
That's true.
More just like long-term partnerships.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people who's like my parents, for instance, are separated, and so I'm like, I don't want my kids if I ever have any to have to go through that. So I want to find the one.
No, I definitely get that. I get that. I didn't realize, and this is a weird thing, like
what were we talking about again? Sorry.
Gen Z and millennials divorced more and married.
Oh yeah, like having divorced parents and stuff. That would make that's like a number one like fear of mine is that like
absolutely that makes sense.
That's why I would like reject a wedding proposal right now. I'm like, I'm not 100% sure we're gonna be together for the rest of our lives. Like, hold on.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Like future, but like, calm down. Like I want to be like pretty sure. Like
no, bitch, not pretty sure. What? for sure.
Yeah, I want to be like my favorite word is like, certain.
For realsies.
Yeah.
No backoutsies.
Yeah.
I think at like a year you should be like, I think this is the one, and at 2 years you should be this is the one. And then at year 3 is when you're like set and start working on how you're gonna ask.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that works. I kind of see that.
Yeah, that puts me at popping the question at 31.
Huh?
No, I'm about to be 32. God damn.
I mean, because that's like my coworker. I mean, he's like 44, but he asked the girl that he was dating, I guess, to marry him at like a year. I'm like, damn, like.
And look, you can impulsively.
You're still in the honeymoon stage of like 6 months. Like you still don't know the
some
person.
people. I think, in some of those instances, like we've known each other for like 10 years.
I'm okay with that.
What I mean? Like,
that's fine.
Like we've known each other for 10 years.
Fine.
We dated each other for 6
That's
months,
fine.
and then, like, asked the question. Like, I get behind that, but no, I get what you're saying. Where it's just like, hey, what's your name, Susan? All right, in a year we're gonna get married.
It's like
that's weird.
It's like the military marriages where they meet and then they go off to deploy.
Shout out to my boy. I'm not gonna call his name out. What a beautiful segue. I wanted to bring it up. I wanted it to be natural.
Crazy.
So yeah, my boy.
They date for like 3 months.
Again, I'm not gonna call his name out.
Yeah. He knows who he is, though.
He knows who he is.
He's listening. He knows who he is.
And mom knows who you are too.
Jeez. Yeah. People are doing math.
For those 30 people. Shout out Norway. You guys don't know any of my friends. Who is it? Is it Norway? Iceland? It was a random pocket in Europe.
It's moved.
It's moved? They've gone away?
There's like an Australian group at one point, and
damn. Facebook's been picking up some traction, by the way.
Oh really?
Yeah, I haven't put any money into it, but just like, you boys need to do it as well. I think this is what helping. But I no
I'm
longer
not posting on my Facebook.
Obviously, help your boy out though. Don't be trash. Goddamn.
I don't post on my Facebook.
Do you want to get paid from this or not?
Is it getting paid?
There's a chance. Anyways, but like I will put the post on the Facebook page, and then on my personal page I'll share that one. And because like I had that singular interaction, it's like
okay,
allowing
because people are seeing your page, they're not seeing your Facebook.
Exactly.
Yeah. That makes more sense actually.
Yeah. So stop being a hoe. Help your boy out.
I won't post on my Facebook.
Stop being a hoe.
No.
What else is your Facebook for?
Nothing.
Okay then. I'm trying to retire at 35.
I'm not posting on that Facebook.
I got 7 years.
My Facebook is dead to me.
Then what's the point?
The principle.
Why are you tripping out? I hate you so much.
Anyways, military marriages.
Military. Yeah. You're a garbage person. You don't want us to succeed. Anywho.
I'll stop recording.
Yeah, that happened to my boy. He was stationed in Hawaii. Met a girl. I think they dated for less than a year. Got engaged. He was deployed on a sub, so the sub deployments are 6 months at a time. Jeez. So he gets deployed. She plans the wedding. Doesn't go well. He comes back.
What?
The gasp, right?
18 months. It doesn't go well.
I think it's around the two-year mark is when the marriage happens. They get married. They get divorced. Shocking.
What?
Right? Leg gasp.
Wow.
Here's the kicker. They have a kid together. Rough. Always a tough look.
See?
Anyways. Yeah, right? This is our fear. But
I get life. Don't get me wrong, folks. I get that life is complicated, but it's not that complicated if you plan it out like a little bit. Like some people do too much guessing and why not? And like no.
And I don't think that was the situation for him. You know, like my boy, he's a sweet dude. He's very like hard on his sleeve.
Yeah.
He believes people a lot. You know what I mean? Like he just like.
I mean, like, I can see moments where like if you've been dating someone for a year and you're just like, you know, you have a moment. Like I had a moment like recently. I was like, oh my god, like, but I'm not like, no.
Yeah.
It goes away within like 24 hours. But like that's not like a.
His moment just lasts a little bit longer. You know, that's kind of what yeah.
That sounds.
You know, I mean that's what we're told from early child. Like trust your heart.
Oh yeah, I mean we're told from childhood that if you meet a girl at night, that sounds weird. That sounds weird. If you
not a lady of the night, a girl at night.
If you meet Cinderella at the ball, that sounds like much better than what I was saying before. If you meet Cinderella at the ball, the next morning you go find her, give her a shoe, you get married to her. Like
bingo, bango.
That's it.
Cut it up. Let's go.
I mean, like Alexander Hamilton, he was like talking to his like soon-to-be fiance for 2 weeks.
That's wild.
2 weeks.
That's crazy. Another thing with like the military marriages too is like the 6-month things. Like you spend half a year in a relationship with your screen.
Yeah.
That's
and he's on a sub, so not even.
Yeah.
Some people do that for free. They do that for the longest time.
Anyways,
yeah.
All this be said, he's engaged again. He just asked me because I'm his one friend that likes partying, and I like to think that he watched the podcast, and he knows that I love weddings. He asked me what to play, like if I had like a set list of music to play at the wedding. I was like, this is my time. Like, come on now.
Do you want to play like a brass band?
No, shut up. No, like a playlist of music to play at the wedding that's guaranteed to get the booty shaking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
You can be a wedding DJ?
Hell yeah. You tell me you wouldn't trust me as your wedding DJ? Come on now, son.
You've made some choices at times where it's been like, this is not the...
It's the right thing. You guys just aren't in the right mood.
Correct.
It's the right culture.
It's not the right culture, right? It's not a proper party being played by your boy, and you guys and
getting cross-cultural stuff working out too, because like Mexican and white, that was very interesting. Because there was like certain moments where you're just like, all right, this is for the Mexican folks, this is for the white folks. This is for the Mexican and white folks. This is for the two black guys.
Let's go, Juvenile. Back that ass up.
I'm trying to think of. That's a weird.
Huh.
Was there the only black guy there?
Probably.
Yeah, I think I was.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to because Jacob doesn't have any black friends besides me. Huh, okay. That just dawned on me. No, wait. Might have been like a couple of plus ones.
Probably one or two.
Interesting. Yeah.
No, man, come on now. If I'm given the actual duty to play, like get a set list of music, I'm your guy. Come on now.
Here's my thing about wedding playlist. I feel like there are so many. I want to see an aggregate. Can you look this up? Like an average
The most,
wedding playlist.
yeah.
What
What are the most played songs at weddings?
Yeah. Because I
Guaranteed, Brown Eyed Girl, Sweet Caroline.
I was thinking I'm talking a Cha-Cha Slide.
I'm getting there. Brown Eyed Girl, Sweet Caroline, Journey, Don't Stop
Believing. They didn't play any of those.
Cupid Shuffle.
Yeah, Cupid. Yeah, I didn't play Cupid Shuffle.
If you're black, you get the Electric Slide.
Yep.
So it's basically like a prom.
It's a promise. Yeah, it's the same list.
So number one, I'm going to start at 1 and go down. It's a list of 1 to 100. So I'm not going to go through all.
Just go
top 20.
Top
20. Uptown Funk.
Yep.
Shake It Off. Shut Up and Dance. Can't Stop the Feeling.
Shut Up and Dance. Who's that one?
Walk the Moon.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can't.
Shut up and dance.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that one.
I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
September.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
By Usher.
Yep.
Don't Stop Believing. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Shout.
Yep.
Keep It
You know
Shuffle.
you make me wanna shout. Hell yeah, bro.
The shout. Yeah, shout is a very.
That is a. I'm gonna pause you. All right, I need you to chill out here. Don't burn through. I know we're running the clock a little bit, but shout has to be so in the pocket.
There has to be 50 people on the dance floor for shout to work. Otherwise, it's just 5 guys going
No, you have to do it to where it's you have to catch the peak of the wave. Right? Not everybody's coming out for the Cupid Shuffle.
Sure.
But you need to play the Cupid Shuffle beforehand so that way you get the 25 people on the floor.
Right.
And then you parlay the Cupid Shuffle into excuse me, it's got to be something before that, then Cupid Shuffle, then shout.
And then what? Yeah.
You know you make me wanna. All right, keep on.
Okay, so there's Shout and then Cupid Shuffle. Hey Yeah.
Yep.
Wobble.
Yep.
Cake by the Ocean. Happy.
No.
Thinking Out Loud.
Thinking Out Loud.
Hypnotize.
That's a slow one. Ed Sheeran.
Yep. Yeah.
I Want You Back.
Say it again.
I Want You Back.
Hell yeah. Some
I
Jackson
Got a
5.
Feeling.
Yep.
You Make My Dreams.
Okay.
Who's that by?
21 is This Is How We Do It.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm shocked they didn't have any line dances on there.
I'm sure it's on the
Sweet
back.
Caroline.
Told you.
Party in the USA.
Yep.
Certain,
Got my hands up.
certain people had
playing my song.
Footloose and stuff like that. You need to know
It's basically just a list of
You
all
need
the
to know
popular
the-
songs.
you need to know 5 people that can do the Footloose.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just a bunch of people being like, "Do you know it? Do you know it?" In millennial weddings, you're gonna have Soldier Boy.
Hell yeah. I am pumped.
You're gonna have Crank That.
You.
You're gonna.
Beep, 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 beep.
I would just find a playlist from millennial dance songs from middle
Hell
school.
yeah.
We're just gonna
Let's
play
go.
those.
Middle school dance from 2003.
So this is a another one is what are the 10 most popular wedding songs? Thinking Out Loud, All of Me,
Yep.
1,000 Years,
Yep.
Marry You,
Yep.
At Last,
God.
Can't Help Falling in Love,
Last.
You Are the Best Thing, Grow Old With Me.
See, I don't want to play any of those songs as my
As the couple song.
yeah, no. When people play At
Too
Last,
on the
it's
nose.
like, oh,
It's gotta be. It's gotta
we
be.
did it.
It's gotta be. You and the person, man. It can't be the stock wedding stuff. Like
Yeah, no.
Like, bro, I want me and my lady to like.
I would just
like,
go
like
indie
the,
as all heck.
like this. Oh yeah, I want the song to be like, God damn it, what's the one, salsa song that every
Suavemente, bésame. There's only one way to say that.
You're right,
You
and
can't
I
just
appreciate
say,
you getting after it.
Suavemente.
Yeah, that's if you're right. Thank you for that. But you know, like I want something like that where it's like, this is for you and me. This isn't for like the sentiment in the hall. Like, this is the song that me and you want to dance to.
Wait, you're gonna do like a fast song?
I said suavemente because that's kind of like out there, but like I just want the song. The what I'm getting at is that song that we dance to. Similarly, you don't want it to be the stock one. I just want it to be like super specific to her and I.
Yeah, because if you do like At Last or something like that, that's like, it's just so. Again, yeah, like you said, it's for other people. That's for other people. That's not for you.
It's for the vibe.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do a private dance?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Probably no. That's not what we're talking about.
I thought you were talking about, so like there's the main dance, like you enter, and then like
The couple's first dance.
yeah, the couple's first dance.
Yeah.
And then there's the private dance. So after everybody leaves and gets ready for the recession, it's just the two people and the photographer, and that's it.
I like that.
I'm
I
doing
like
that
that.
one.
That's
I'm doing
good.
Yeah.
And that one might be like the corny. Like
Yeah, that's what I was.
like
what I
that's the
would do.
back end. Some get you some Ed Sheeran, get you some
Nope.
some John Legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Man,
I heard there's like
Like I don't want to move. Like that dance, our feet are planted, and you just getting that soft
yeah.
seaweed.
yeah.
I mean, that's what I think all first songs should be is a.
Nah, bro. Me and homegirl getting after it on the
the,
first
occasion,
one.
the occasional spin or whatever, everyone goes, whoa! They did a spin.
No, we're getting after it on the first
Everyone
song.
knows we're going to do a spin.
I've heard a lot of from photographers I follow. They say like people want to do that private dance, like the moms or whatever. They want to stay so they can watch, and they're like, "No, get out! This is just
Straight
their
private.
moment." Yeah,
Straight private. Yeah.
Well, you know what I find weird?
because they think that they're doing something else.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I find super weird the private dance. More like private stance. But I find weird is that people do mic'd. Like I found this on TikTok. People doing mic'd weddings where they put on lapel mics.
So it's like
They record what
the
they're.
NFL.
Yeah. So,
Like
yeah.
on that's so. I hate people.
I think if you're going for like the whole like videographed wedding, or whatever, yeah, it's cool because then you can capture those moments.
But again, you got to have the right personalities there.
Yeah.
Because like, would you want to remember? That's the whole
I'm
thing.
not
It's like,
miking you up.
like-
I'm not miking Chris up.
no, I
Like-
would be belligerent. No, like no.
And then, like, I'm not going to mic up Roseman because he's going to be belligerent.
Yeah, I would just be.
No,
saying,
it's mainly just like the bride and groom, so they can like record the speeches.
yeah, it's not for everybody. That's purely.
Oh, okay.
that's,
So it's not just random folk. Just,
no, that's purely
No.
for like the.
okay.
Only people that get mics really would be like the officiant for the ceremony, and then bride and groom, and then maybe the like the
Speeches.
speeches. Yeah.
Okay. I get behind that.
So the moments that need to be recorded are recorded, but because sometimes that chat. Do you want to remember that chat that you had while you're doing your first dance?
Yeah.
Like maybe you do. Also, maybe you don't. I don't know.
I had a really emotional, like I did this will be the last thing.
Yeah.
When I went to shout out Vince and Felicity, they did the dollar dance.
Oh
Is that
yeah.
is that a black or white thing? Is that just brown people? Honest question.
Kaylee mentioned it at one point, so I think it's an everybody thing.
Is it an everybody thing? Do you know what I'm talking about, Chris? Dollar dance, where people come up with like money.
Yeah, you
and,
give
like,
$1 to dance with the
yeah,
bride,
yeah,
the groom, whatever.
yeah. Is it an everybody thing? Okay, I legitimately thought it was like a Brown thing. But
I mean, I haven't been to enough weddings to know, but I know what it is.
yeah, all right. If you know it, I imagine. But just like it was nice because I went to school with her. Like we had spent a lot of time together, and it was like a really nice moment. Just like, hey man, like really proud of you, and like all the things. Like that's a good moment. Do that one. That's a good one. If you're gonna invite as many college homies,
are you on the mic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna invite as many college homies as like you're thinking about, and like friends, like that's what the dollar dance is for. It's for like friends, I think more so
for friends to dance with the bride or groom.
Yeah.
Okay. That works.
Yeah.
I guess. Because I guess
you could be corny with your boys, like your line brothers would come up and like throw some money in and like you have to dance with me, you nerd.
Because like I know at one point, like after I danced with Kaylee's grandmother, Kaylee like talked to me like afterward, and we were just like sitting there talking like about like the wedding stuff. I was like, oh, like I can see that as like like
it's a nice little moment,
like dancing there or whatever. Yeah. It makes you think about that moment. Yeah,
it's a good one.
Yeah, that's a big moments, man.
Big moments.
Big moments.
One day, maybe, hopefully, probably
we'll
not,
see.
But we'll see.
Who knows? We could all be dead tomorrow.
We could be hit with sunflare and all this doesn't matter. And then nobody actually hears this episode, and that would make me sad.
No, it wouldn't.
It would make me sad.
You'd be dead.
Yeah, well. I'd like to imagine I'd be sad.
That's a good way to end it.
Talk about wedding and joining and then death.
That's basically how it goes. All right. Well, peace, boys.
So death do us part.
Oh, my God. Title! Clip it!